Josie, you've created a wonderful book called Sounds Magic, which is about a puppet band. Now, what was the inspiration for this?
Bit of a story. I like to give awards to students when they achieve things like the 40-piece challenge. They always get an award, some sort of little present. And I went into readings one day looking for a music book, and I was not happy with what I found there. It was either not appropriate for the age, etc., etc. I walked out of there and going, I'm going to have a crack at this, writing my own book. I've always written a little bit of poetry in my family, for the family, basically having a little go at them or just funny things. And at the same time, it comes into my life, Catherine Devine, the author who runs workshops for writing. She recommends doing your self-publishing, another workshop. Meanwhile, also Riley Van Oosten comes into my life, who is a relative. And Riley is an amazing illustrator, and I thought this is meant to be. It was just perfect for what I had in mind, which was basing it on the glove puppets that I use in my piano lessons.
Tell us about some of those glove puppets that you've got there.
Well, there's a whole range of them. They keep growing. They live in a beige basket, which is how the story begins. And there really is a beige basket. Oh, here we are. There it is. That's the one that they all live in. And um, yeah, they just, I just accumulated them. And I got them here, there, and everywhere, sometimes in a shop, sometimes in an op shop, sometimes they were given to me. Yeah, and I use them in all sorts of ways in piano. They keep the kids use them to manipulate and keep the beat. They might stomp around the room, keeping the beat, or make a noise in a rest, whatever happens. Whatever comes into my head at the time, or their heads for that matter.
It
Yeah.
sounds like lessons with you must be very, very exciting.
Well, I like to think so, but yeah.
So
So
tell me, who is this book written for?
for preschoolers to mid-primary, it's
Hmm.
got very wide applications. And even though I wanted to have a music theme and there are music terms used in it, it turned out sort of evolved into an all arts project. There are some big words in it, which kids
Hmm.
will have fun learning, and when they act it out, classroom teachers can use it for drama, literacy, drawing, because I leave pages at the end of the book for people to draw, and that can personalise their book. There's no ending to the story, so they can make up um, their own ending, and let their imaginations fly.
And there's some lovely songs that you've had written with this book as well. Tell me about that.
The project kept evolving. I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if we had some songs that are appropriate for kids to sing? And I asked Jo Cocci, who I know as a friend, and she's the president of the Western Australian Music Teachers Association and a well-known composer with the AUD especially,
Hmm.
and Lorraine Mill, who writes groovy songs, that are just kids love them. I do intend to try and simplify some of it so that younger players can actually play the music, because some of my students actually attempted that. And one little girl came in, and of course, the conga line's in A. She came in and she figured out all the sharps and played the melody. And I'm going, wow, isn't that
Isn't
nice?
that that's brilliant, isn't it? I love it when they do that.
Yeah.
So, one of my favourite characters was the fivesome, and
Ah.
the tell me about the fivesome.
Well, the fivesome, I think, this is what the real fivesome, this is what the fivesome actually look like as puppets, if each finger goes in there. And of course, when I get them to use the puppet, they they have difficulty putting their little fingers into all those things, so they flop around a little bit. But I left the illustrations in Riley's hands, looking at the text and what Riley would do. And Riley has came up with an amazing combination of all these birds sitting on emus' back. So yeah, I love it.
We've got a couple of pages to share from the book. Maybe you could read some of the prose for us, Josie.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. That'd be great. The fivesome. Oh boy, they struggled to clang, with all of them wanting to make a loud bang. They argued, you see, with a good dose of glee, as to who would be most musical Queen Bee. Train driver, bravely leading the throng, shouted, "Stop, stop! Something's gone terribly wrong." With forceful meaning he blew forte on his whistle, then firmly commanded, "Let's make music that's blissful." At once all five hung their colourful heads, now wishing they could hide in their cane basket beds. "No chance, you Aussie birds. You want everyone to think you are nerds." "Well, well," Cocky cracked. He usually fought. "Now there indeed is a very smart thought." Cooker spoke first. "I have a suggestion. Take turns avoiding cacophonic congestion."
I love it. It's just wonderful.
Now, can you imagine? Kids go, "What's that mean?" Parents ask me what that means. And I'm thinking, just get them to act it out. They'll remember.
And where can people get your book?
Well, I can order it from my website, josiethomas.com.au. Just give me an email. You can also get it from Amazon, Booktopia, and Book Depository.
And Josie has been incredibly generous that Q&A viewers can get 50% off the paperback version at josiethomas.com.au, and that's for delivery anywhere in the world.